Good morning, guys. So it is our second day. Morning, it's 6 a.m. and the breeze is beautiful and such a great morning. So we are all set for our boat safari. We have to reach there by 6:15. Tea, coffee will be served, and then we'll go for the boat safari. It's a 2-hour safari in this Bhadra Reservoir, and we expect to see some wildlife on the banks. There was a call. They came in at around 5:20 to wake us up. That was nice of them. So yeah, we're all set. From the reception area, it's a very short downhill walk to the shore from where we get the boat. By the time we went, our boat was already waiting for us. It was around 6:10 a.m. So the boat seems quite spacious. It can seat total of 24 people with a configuration of 2+2. And while we were waiting for others to come back, we used the opportunity to get some nice pics of the surroundings. Since it was morning, it looked really beautiful. So it's time to go now. Since it was a weekday, there were only 12 people staying at the resort at that time. So all 12 can be boarded in the same boat. So in the boat we were 12 people along with one driver, and there were 2 other guides available. As we start, the first thing that happens is they give us a briefing of what the place is, where we are going, what to expect from the place, and it was good, to set the tone of the safari. The chirpings of the bird that we hear, these are actually the river tern, and that is where our resort gets a name from, the River Tern Resort. Every summers, the backwaters of Bhadra witness a magical phenomena. Thousands and thousands of river terns throng the backwaters of this Bhadra dam in search of a nesting place. And this is also unique because every single time, every summer, they return back to the same island, and the island is the one that we are looking into at this point. And these birds choose the island, river island, or this reservoir island, so as they can remain safe from the predators. So what we are told by a guide that these birds migrate in general, the ones in Bhadra, from the foothills of Himalayas, and they come here by around February, March, because February to May will be their breeding period, and by the time in June and July, by the time when we are here at this point, there will be a lot of offsprings, and their mothers will be feeding them, and it's a great place to watch the same. A lot of small offspring birds everywhere. We had a great time watching the birds go to the water and hunt some small fish and bring them back for their offsprings. It was really great. We have now started moving towards the other side of the island very slowly, and as you can see, there are hundreds and thousands of birds everywhere here. My assumption would be that as the monsoon progresses and the water in the backwaters rise to much more, and most of these islands probably are flooded at that time, so these birds probably go back at that time. So I suppose this was a wonderful time to be here, so we can witness this phenomena. So now, after spending good 30 minutes at that island, we have finally moved on to explore the other parts of this backwaters. It started to rain quite heavily at this point, but the floodplain looked beautiful, the area which then goes into the forest. And this was the first time that we have come here, and really enjoyed it. As the rain stopped, we were closely following the shore to check for any wildlife, and specifically crocodile, if you can see. When normally it is hot and sunny, that will be the area on the shore where you can see crocodiles sunbathing. Unfortunately, we could not spot any at this point, but nevertheless it was great, looking into it. Other than the river turn, throughout our boat safari, we did see a lot of different type of birds. And here we had our first wildlife sighting, a lone sambar deer, and it was really awesome, seeing it. And soon enough we came across this huge herd of deers, and what a great sight it is. And very close by to the other deers, here is a herd of wild boars as well. It was quite some distance, but we were able to get a good view. The best thing about this boat safari was the landscapes. It was beautiful, all 360 degrees. And throughout, there were a lot of branches in the water where you could see a lot of different type of birds, and super green everywhere. It really looked wonderful. As we started to head back, we continued to scan through the lands to get any sightings of the big cats, which unfortunately we did not, given the weather. But good thing was they also had a couple of binoculars which they handed us over, and we got a really good view of the entire landscape. So we are almost back now, and we could see all the cottages, and no wonder they have a great view from there. This is the Bhadra Dam. As this boat safari ends, I can only relish on the fact that how great decision was to come here and how much we love this boat safari, even more so than the jeep safari. Though we had limited sighting in both of them, the boat safari is totally unique, which you can only find on very limited places in India. And the only other place that I can think about for the boat safari is another JLR property in Kabini. It was almost 9 p.m. by the time we came back, and we were really famished. So we headed straight to the Golghar to enjoy our breakfast. As like any other meal, the spread was good enough for a breakfast. We had a live counter which served fresh omelets as well. And other than that, we had good enough meals for vegetarian. So we sat down and had a hearty breakfast. There is another activity after the breakfast, which is the water sports, in which you get to do either the kayaking or the swimming in these backwaters. But given the weather, we decided to just chill at our place before we check out from the resort. Weather as usual was terrific, and we spent good 30 minutes just sitting here and soaking in the beauty. So guys, we are about to check out. All the activities are done. We've had a breakfast, packed our bags, and it's almost 10:30 to 11 a.m. Yesterday when we were here at this spot, it started raining a lot. Wind was very strong. Wind was still strong, but it's not raining at least. And this place is amazing. All the cottages are on the other side, and all the log huts and some cottages are on this side. Overall, our stay has been excellent. The safari was amazing, and the boat safari today was spectacular, to say the least. We really loved it. The guide was very knowledgeable. He informed about a lot of things that happen here, about the dam, about the birds that come in, about the animal. We were able to have some wildlife sighting, not much, but some deers, wild boars, lot of river terns, among others. Food has been really good here. Best part is the staff is very courteous, and it's a beautiful property. And what I think is, if you really want to enjoy it, you probably need to stay for 2 days. We stayed it only for 1, but I would argue that JLRs are a bit costly. It costed around 14 to 15k for 1 night stay. So for 2 nights, it would come down to 30,000 for a couple. So it's up to you, but yeah, I think 2 days would be the best from staying here. You see, this is the Bhadra Dam. When it rains a lot, probably in August and September, by the time it rains, these open, and most of the island, from what I remember in pics, these also get segregated because water level rise so much. So having said that, wonderful stay. Just a short one, but we totally loved it. We're planning to go now quickly, and we have one place in mind before we head off to Bangalore. Thanks guys. Okay, so guys, we are on our way. The place that we have decided is called Jhari Waterfalls. It's located in Chikmagalur. This is the same waterfall we missed last time when we were in Chikmagalur because of the paucity of time. So we thought, we have sufficient time today and we don't want to reach Bangalore earlier to avoid the traffic. So we thought, we'll just go there, cover it, It takes about 2 hours from our route that we go to Chikmagalur, and then another 5:30 or 6 hours from there. So we'll cover that. And I think this is the same route we covered last time, because when you come from Chikmagalur and you want to go to that Kalatagiri waterfalls and then Hebe Falls, which we covered both of them last time. So this is the same route which takes us to Chikmagalur. So it will take another, I think, 1.5 hours from here. And once we reach there, there's a jeep which takes you to the falls, because the road is very slippery and not good enough for cars to go. But it's very close by, so it's 5 to 10 minutes of ride from jeep. So we'll see how the status is there once we reach there. So the plan is to visit the falls, and from there we'll probably have lunch or something, and then we'll head towards Bangalore. As we entered Chikmagalur, the road has been beautiful. Great scenery on both the sides. I think this is Baba Budangiri Road, and from here only we get a cut from where we can go towards Mulyangiri. And it's great scenery on both the sides, and I totally love driving here.
पागल है क्या? नहीं इधर नहीं सामने देखो, नहीं वो अच्छा नहीं, सामने देखो।
So guys, we are done with our Jerry waterfall trip. People call it Jerry waterfall, I don't know why. It's also known as Buttermilk waterfall, and it took 2 hours for us to come here from GLR, but it was a good experience. Though the water quantity was okay at this point. Water flow wasn't much as what we have seen earlier in Hebe Falls, but That's because monsoon has just started and it's not been raining a lot, so that was somewhat expected. But good thing about the waterfall is jeep takes you around only 5 to 10 minutes to reach there, and then just 2 minutes of walk and you are at the waterfall. And the waterfall is super safe. You can just go stand right beneath the flow, and it's very easy for everyone to go and enjoy the waterfall. Unfortunately, there are no changing places there where you can go and change your clothes. That is one problem that we faced. But otherwise, if you are in Chikmagalur, it's a very good waterfall to come. Also, we took a jeep which costed 800 rupees per jeep. We were able to share it with one other couple, so we had to pay 400 rupees. Once you reach there, they give you a token, and while returning back, you can just give the token and come back in any jeep that is coming back. So the process is sorted there. So overall, good experience for us. And if you are in Chikmagalur, you can definitely try. You should try it. Okay, and as typical Chikmagalur weather, you can see it's very cloudy. Road visibility has gone a bit low, though manageable. This one is, I think, Baba Budangiri Road, and from there we have a cut somewhere in between which goes to Mulyangiri. So this is somewhat expected. On right, if you see, and absolutely nothing can be seen. It's so cloudy. So weather is terrific here. It's raining on and off, slight rains. So that adds to the charm on the roads. And yeah, we have opened a window and thoroughly enjoying the weather. So guys, we are on our way. We stopped earlier at the Siri Cafe for a quick break because we did not had any since morning after we had left. And yeah, the coffee was wonderful there. As usual, we have gone there earlier as well. But there is another cafe inside which sells those fries, foods, or French fries and all. Turns out, food wasn't very good there. So if you go to Siri Cafe, because it's a very popular cafe in Chikmagalur, try their coffee. And you can try the Siri Cafe as well. We send dosa and other stuff which as you can sit inside. The one on the outside isn't very good. Having said that, we have left. The route that we are taking is through CR Patna from here. Right now it is still showing around 4.5 hours left from here. We have come 1 hour almost now after we left Siri Cafe. So the ET is around 9:30 PM and we'll be taking one more stop for dinner or snacks later. My plan always is, as soon till the time daylight is there, drive as much as you can and drive lesser after the dusk. So it's 5:15 around. I think sunlight will be there for around more 1 or 1.5 hours. So we'll be driving till then, and once it is dusk, then we'll take a break, and remaining stretch 2 hours we'll do then. So guys, we are about to reach our home now, almost there. It is 9:30 PM and once we at Chikmagalur at around 5:15 or something, sorry, slightly earlier, we took just one break in between, a tea break, and that was I think enough. We were able to reach. The road conditions were fine through Hassan, CR Patna. It's okay, It's only as usual was irritating once we entered Bangalore because of the traffic. But other than that, roads were fine. So that marks almost the end of our trip. Perhaps one of the shortest trips I've ever taken. We left yesterday morning at around 6:30 am. Drove for almost 6 hours. Again 6 hours while coming back, and then 2 hours from JLR to Chikmagalur. So if you think about it, 14 hours of driving for a trip which lasted just 2 days. But having said that, JLR was very exciting. 2 safaris, both were very good. We enjoyed it. Yesterday's the dam was also pretty good, though we only stayed it for some time, but it was very scenic and it was on the way. And today's waterfall, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Water was super cool, and that was one thing we missed in the last trip, so I wanted to cover it. So overall, a great trip. Would I recommend it? Well, absolutely, but given that you take at least one more day, it becomes very tiring if you go it in one day. But for us, because we had a holiday and we were supposed to use it, we thought to do this holiday, and it worked out fine for us. So finally, both of us are very tired. We'll just quickly go home, pick our kids, and yeah, call it a day. Thanks guys, thanks for watching.